Hey everybody, so we're going to do the Lost City quest. It gives us entrance to Entrada, I think, the ferry place. So let's get started. So you want to talk to the warrior, and you want to go through the things, and he's like, you know, um, looking for a Xanaris, and he's like, oh, that's supposed to be hush hush, and then you're like, well, tell me anyway. I'm just a nice little priest carrying a backpack. It's cool. And he's like, oh, all right, yeah, sure. And oh, he said no. Is there something I missed here? Lost City should be an L. So I'm supposed to ask. I guess I'm supposed to ask who's Xanaris, not what's Xanaris. And that should start the quest. And it tells me I gotta go and find a leprechaun. And look, there's the quest started. So now you want to go up northwest, and there's supposed to be a tree that says chop instead of chop down. Oh, look at that. That was easy. And the leprechaun will pop out. You want to talk to Seamus. That's very typical leprechaun-y kind of name. So I need to get a staff of Dramen, Dramen wood staff, and it's going to give me access to the shed. So once you talk to the leprechaun, you want to go to, I think, Port Sarum or Draenor. I think Port Sarum. So the monks of Internum won't let me use armor, and it gives you some options of things to use. I got the stuff together for a willow bow. I already had willow logs in my bank. My new Slayer task is Ents in the wilderness, so I've been getting different logs. I only take a steel axe with me because I'm using this primarily for Slayer experience and to try to get 70 range because I'm only one level off, and I think it's going to be a huge asset when it comes to some of these here bigger bosses later on. Um, so I'm not really doing it so much for the logs, and then if I die, I lose a steel axe rather than a rune axe. If somebody decides to PK me, the reason I'm doing this quest now is because I've seen maybe 2 or 3 dozen people up around that area with skulls above their head, and I usually fight them at level 21 wilderness, which puts me at a pretty big risk. So I mean, most people will let you alone if you're Slayer fighting, but every once in a while you find somebody that's like, oh, I'm totally gonna PK this guy for 5k. I try not to take too many chances. Luckily, I only have 11 left, but the Slayer tasks are kind of disappointing. I mean, as far as drops are concerned, like, I could sit and range ogresses and make, probably 10 times as much money in the amount of time it takes. But it's supposed to get better, so, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So you're not allowed to take weapons or armor here, and I'm not exactly sure what they classify as armor. So I'm wearing, I think, they're not priest robes. They are priest robes. So I'm wearing priest robes, my amulet of glory. I brought my arrows, and the Ava's accumulator is the thing that I'm in question about. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be allowed. And I brought stuff to make a bow. And I'm pretty sure you can take arrows. If not, I can. Well, if not, then this video is pretty much ruined. Because I have to go make arrows or fight it barehanded. And that's not going to be a good idea. No weapons or armor allowed at all. You are not allowed to travel there, breach of ceremony etiquette. You have laid down your Zamorakian instruments of death. Okay, so let's get rid of the Ava's accumulator and the priest gowns, just to be safe. The priest gowns don't serve much purpose other than looks, so get rid of those. and then we'll try again, and hopefully, okay, good. So it must have been Ava's accumulator if I had to guess. The pre-scout should have been okay, but hopefully, I'm pretty sure we can safe spot this guy, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. So we're in Entrana, and let's see. Once in the dungeon, you'll have to kill zombies until they drop a wood cutting axe, which is going to be a bit of a drag, but you know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Hopefully, it's pretty quick. I should have brought Crumble Undead. I was going to, but I figured I recently bought 10,000 air runes for 4 apiece, and I bought 1,000 chaos runes to train my magic up. Hopefully, it'll get me like a level, maybe 2. I didn't really spend any of my technical money. I went and fought Obor 3 or 4 times to hopefully get a chaos rune drop or something valuable. He dropped some cosmic runes, so I think I sold 300 cosmic runes to buy 1,000 chaos runes. So it was kind of just like a drop trade. It really wasn't so much a money out of pocket. But I mean, it saves me a ton of time from either making them or trying to get something to kill. Like, I did spend a better part of probably 30 minutes looking at different things to drop chaos and death runes, and there wasn't anything that's super plausible. I mean, not at my level and safety concerns, but, well, you know, we're not going to worry about it too much. So, let's see. We find a cave monk next to the dungeon entrance, climb down. That looks like a cave monk. Be careful down there. Look at me. You worried? I wouldn't be worried. What is it I'll have to take? Oh, well, that's cool. Alright, so we're here. Let's go ahead and make our bow. Short bow's probably better. And that'll give us the ability to actually kill things without having to, you know, sit and make things complicated. So, I don't know if there's a way to safe spot these guys. I'm going to try to fight them over top of these mushrooms. And that looks like it's going to work just perfectly. Please, bronze axe, first try. This bronze axe thing, I'm hoping this bronze axe thing isn't just like a melee weapon so I can melee the dude, because I plan wholeheartedly to range him. Maybe I should do that. I turned off my auto-retaliate to chop the logs in the wilderness, because the black unicorns, man, they hold a grudge. Like, they chase you down pretty far. I think I ran like 30-40 blocks, and it was still, like, aggroed to me. Still arrows, that's kind of cool. Not gonna do what I needed to do, but still arrows are kind of cool. I think I'm just gonna fight these guys. I mean, I would safe spot them, but I think my level's high enough that I'll be okay. The big worry will be the boss monster, which is like a level... Oh, there it is. Got it. It's going to be like a level 110 Tree of Doom. So, have to go south of the cave until you see some greater demons and a small cave off to the south. Okay, so I want to continue south, and that looks like a tree there. Don't attack me. You're not cool enough. And then I'll have to try to chop down the Draymond tree, which this guy is going to come at me, and is there a place... Can I do that? That I can. Alright. So now we're pretty much set. I've been kind of sucking down all these wines because, like, to sell them, it's like, I think 5 GP. Like, drinking them and selling the jugs is probably more profitable to me. These are just the ones I got from thieving. Thieving for grinding out. I probably got, like, about 100 wines and about 50 of the bottles of wine, which are better than these wines, but the bottles of wine sell for 500 each. I'm keeping them for now, but I very well might sell them. I have about 200 cooked bass in my inventory, or my bank, so food isn't a huge deal, but if I get a tough Slayer task, I might need it, so I don't want to write off, I don't want to sell them yet, which I think, in retrospect, I might be able to just sell them and then get, let's grab one more of these if I can. Okay, cool. So, run past the demons to the south, chop the Draymond tree, kill the 100 and some level spirit guy. Rings of recoil are a good thing to do. Cut down the branch from behind the tree. I guess you don't even have to kill it that way then. And you can use magic to it to death as usual. Once you've defeated the tree spirit, cut the tree again, get the Draymond branch. Free. A Draymond branch is required for the. Okay, so maybe getting 2 of them is a pretty good idea. Use your knife on the Draymond branch. And now we have a Draymond staff. And teleport out. Go to the tool shed of Lumbridge. I don't think I have a teleport. Like, I think, yeah, 14 minutes, so, and I didn't bring anything with me. Let's, what would be our best course of action? Duel Arena? Let's do Duel Arena. I guess the other course of action would have been Castle Wars and get the runes to, teleport to Lumbridge, but this will be fine. This will be close enough. So, in theory, now I go into the shed and it's going to let me through. Let's make an extra. Actually, I don't want to make the extra staff. I think it said I need a branch. If you do the non-members quest, Prince Ali Rescue, I think it's called, you get the ability to go through Alcarad for free, which is nice. I wish you didn't have to, like, actually do the clicky thing at all. Like, I wish you would just, like, let you in once you did it, but, you know, not having to have 10 coins in your inventory can be pretty helpful sometimes. So, yeah, anyways. So now we gotta find this shed, and that should pretty much end the quest. I think it's right here. By the way, we're gonna walk past somebody up here. He's a giant ripoff. Like, if he wasn't an NPC, like, I would stand here and sell candles for 500 GP, just to undermine this guy. He sells them for 1,000 GP. Like, dude's getting rich off of noobs that forget their light source, like me. Wait, this is not the shed, is it? That's the shed, isn't it? Crap. Crap, and that just ruined my run. That just used up all my run too. Oh well, let's walk on back. Go to the tool shed in the center of Lumbridge, northwest of the Lumbridge Swamp. Equip the Draymond staff. Did that guy have? Was that full graceful, or was that third age? I'm not overly familiar with rune stuff. But that guy was only, if that guy's level 44 and got full graceful, that's pretty impressive. But, you know, you never know how many people actually bought and cheat. And that gives us the quest. Thanks for watching, guys, and catch you for the next one. Alright, guys, so I think we're going to try to do Death Plateau, which unlocks a whole string of quests like the previous quest that I just did. Does the same thing. It unlocks a whole string of quests. So, let's get into it. These are the items you will need: an Asgardian L, a little bit of GP, 10 trout, 10 bread, 1 iron bar, and a pre-made blurb special, or there's one other drink you can get, the blueberry special, blurberry special, and I got a games room necklace for teleports. My attire is not all that great because there's no combat in this, and I was in the wilderness fighting treants just a little bit ago, so I decided not to change my armor because I gotta go back for lesser demons now. I do want to, if anybody's watching this religiously, like they're into this, I appreciate you, because, you know, I don't have a lot of diligent subscriber, watcher people, so I want to reward you with a little bit of information. I didn't want to give it away right off the bat, because I've been using it as a money-making method, but I figured I made enough money off it that I could share the idea. So I've been flipping, and it's like a really good way to like kind of passively make money. And the 2 items in particular that I've been flipping is black D-hide trimmed leggings, black D-hide leggings trimmed, and I've been buying them for 6K less than their average price, and then selling them like rounded down to the 500 GP mark back. So I've been making around approximately 6,000 GP per every black D-hide leggings trim that I've been selling. And then I've been selling black demon masks. I know I bad talked it before, but I set up a thing where I'm buying them for 70K and I'm selling them for 95. So it's a little bit slower, but I mean, it's a lot slower than the black dragon D-hide legs trimmed. But like I only have to sell like 1 to make 25K. The legs I gotta sell 4. So I mean, to make 24K. So I mean, it might take a little bit longer, but especially if you're doing it overnight, if you have an extra slot, buy like 5 of them for like 70K, and then put them in for overnight, and you'll guarantee to sell 3 or 4 by morning, and then you can get rid of the rest throughout the day. But those are my 2 tips for flipping at the moment. And, you know, I've been doing it for the last couple of days. Dragon D-hide leggings trimmed have been going down, but you can still make a good bit of money off it, so you're welcome. Anyways, I have offered to help Dunluth by finding another way up Death Plateau. I also need to find a combination to the equipment room and unlock it. Okay. So I think the first thing we're going to do is go to the equipment room. Be very careful not to drink these things. The Asgardian Ale you can get back. The pre-made blueberry blur thing I'm not so sure about. So, you know, be cautious. So, you're going to need the Asgardian Ale, 60 coins, and a blueberry special for this, or the drink. There's blueberry special or the pre-made blurb special. Either one will work. So, talk to O'Hurick in the top floor of the castle. I'm assuming this is the castle. This is not the games room, right? This is a mini game. Where's the castle? Wait. Talk to on the top floor of Bothork's capsule. Let's go ahead and what if I zoom in? Warriors Guild, which is considered a castle. Heroes Guild. I'm going to assume that this is, I think this is the games room, but I'm going to assume that it's also the castle. I'm not entirely sure, but on the top floor, it does have stairs. That's a good sign. I find somebody named Hurrick. This looks like something that would be castle-esque. Right, there's somebody. Okay. So, can I help you? Another way. What does it want me to say? Because I'm pretty sure that, if he knew a way up to Death Plateau, I wouldn't be doing this quest. So he's telling me that dude's staying at the Toad and Chicken pub in Burthorpe. So now we gotta go to him and speak to Harold. And he doesn't want to talk about the combination for some reason. So we gotta get him drunk and gamble it out of him. Okay, so where is this Joker? That looks like a Joker. That's Penda. Penda is not... This is the right place, correct? Well, it looks like a pub. So we're gonna assume he's upstairs. I think that's what it said. And... am I wrong? No, there he is. So... knock on the door. He says, come in. Go in. He says, I don't want to talk about it. Then I gotta go back and talk to Weird Castle guy. Okay, so that should unlock the next part. So, he doesn't want to talk about the combination. Go back to the dude in the castle. And he's going to tell you that beer and gambling gets Mr. Harold over his guilt. And he will help with the combination after you beat him in some dice and give him some alcohol. So let's go see what he has to say, which is going to be exactly pretty much what I just said. See, just finished selling another D'hide chap tea. Like, that's been like the main thing. If you have a little less money and you're looking to gain some money, you can get, like, I think adamant leggings G, and I think you can make like 2K per flip, like per individual item. It's not as good as the other ones, but if you don't have a lot of money to start with, I found that that's a pretty quick way to build up some GP. Now I was talking while he was talking, and it screwed me up. Okay, so buy the guard a drink. He's going to want the Asgardian L to begin with, and then he's going to want the gamble. And I'm going to lose to him, but then I think I'm going to get him more drunk, and then I'm going to win. Okay, so one Asgardian L coming right up, and then I think I can give him the other drink, like, in succession, and then gamble, and it'll work out, I think. Now ask him if he wants to gamble. Make sure you, excuse me, make sure you have a relatively large stack of coins. You have to continue winning the bet until Harold is out of money, and you may lose a few times. Keep trying until you beat him and get an IOU. So, let's, can I do this now? I already gave him an Asgardian L. Okay, there's the blueberry special. Good. So now he should be too drunk, and then we can gamble, and then I could take all his money, and he gives me an IOU. So, let's see how I do. I think it's impossible to lose if you give him the second drink. So, that's good news for me. Less likely I'm going to screw up. I think it says between 60 and 1,000. I think if I do 1,000, it'll just be quicker. So, Harold rules. Do I get to actually roll? No, I have to click a button. That's less fun. It's just a higher number wins, right? Oh, that was quick. Okay. 1,000 gave me the IOU right off the bat. Very nice. So there you go, guys. That's how you do it. Real nice and quick like. I think the combination is on the IOU. I actually remembered that part. It makes for a good story, too. So, alright. Gamble, IOU, Read it to find out. The combination code to the storage room is on the back of the IOU. The IOU will vanish from your inventory and be replaced with a combination. Red. Okay, well, it tells me this in the quest guide, so that's not all that important. Oh, it did change to the combination already. Very nice. Alright, so then we gotta go back to that funky little colored ball area and put in the combination, so to speak. I don't really know if it's considered a combination. I guess it is a color combination in a sequence. I would call it more of a puzzle than a combination. Alright, red is north of blue. I was gonna try to do this, but I've already done this once, and it might take me far more time than what it would take me to just read what to do. So, green one is in the top right-hand corner. Now, this is based off of my compass facing north, I would hope. Purple is the middle right. Red goes on this side. Blue down here. Green. I don't need a green one, I need a yellow one. And the yellow one in this corner. Hopefully. Equipment room door has unlocked. That is a funky way to lock your... That would be really annoying if you had to get in there in a hurry. Yeah, alright. Go through the door north of the table. Climb the ladder. Talk to the archer there. He'll thank you for getting the combination right and opening the door. Apparently this guy's been stuck up here for all eternity. Because somebody locked him up here. He's trapped since last night. So he thanks you. And... See, I just bought 4 Black Demon masks for 70k, and I'm going to sell them for 95. And it's almost guaranteed. Probably before this quest is, or the Slayer task is done. Make sure you talk to him, not attack him. So now... Before heading back up and talk to him again. Wait. I don't think I have to talk to him again, but I'm going to talk to him again anyway. So I don't have to come back here. Alright, let's double check our quest guide here. Well, that's not very helpful. And we'll just assume that I did whatever I was supposed to do. Is there... I feel like there's something else in here that I need than just to talk to that guy. Walk out of the castle, head northwest up the path towards the Death Plateau to find a cave. Go in Saba's cave. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to assume that I did whatever I was supposed to do the right way, even though I am pretty unsure about that. I feel like, you know, great, I talked to the archer, and that could be something to unlock something, but I feel like there would be more to getting into that room than just, you know, talking to that dude. Yeah, here's the Saba's cave. And see if this guy knows a way to get up to the Death Plateau. So, trolls throwing rocks, that's pretty cliche. Very rude, grumpy demeanor, but he hates trolls as much as those disturb him. He proceeds to share that there's a secret path from a certain Sherpa's house, which leads directly to the Death Plateau. Exit Saba's cave and continue heading west. Okay. The path splits into a fork north and south. A wounded soldier marks that it's dangerous to go north. So I think we're going to go south. I think that's the main takeaway from that excerpt. So we go south, and Sherpa Tenzing will ask for help. He will help you in return for 10 loaves of bread, 10 cooked salmon, or 10 cooked trout, and some spiked boots. Well, that's unfortunate because I don't have spiked boots, but I do have everything else. And I somehow got iron ore in my inventory, which is very interesting. I don't remember why I got that. Talk to dude, be like, yo man, need a little assistance. And he's gonna be like, I need to stuff my face with fish sandwiches for the next week. I'm like, oh sure, here you go. I just happen to have that on me. What a coincidence. Wandering traveler coming up this way, just happened to have, 10 fish and 10 loaves of bread. Okay, I'll get those for you. So he gives me a pair of boots. Northeast Burthorpe. I gotta go to Dunstan in Northeast Burthorpe to get the boots turned into spiked boots. So, Northeast Burthorpe marked by an anvil on the map. So what if I just waste a teleport? And then check the map. That looks good. Figured try to save a couple of minutes here and there every chance I get. And by the way, unrelated to the quest, I think I'm going to stick with the Wilderness Slayer Master for a little while. Just because of its convenience. And I'm hoping to get something cool. Like, you're supposed to have better chances than the Wilderness ones. I haven't died yet, and I have 3 tasks under my belt, so 3 tasks. I'm working on my 4th one, so might as well keep with it, I guess. So this dude, I think, is going to take the iron from my inventory and make, like, cleats for the boots, I would assume. Empty inventory? Oh, 1 empty inventory slot. I was about to say, like, I'm not dumping all this stuff out of my inventory, just to have to get it back. Wait, this is... Am I talking to the wrong person here? Tells you that it'll make the boots under 1 condition. His son should be made into an Imperial Guard. He also requires an iron bar. So after talking to Dunstan, head back to the tent where you started the quest and talk to Dunluth. Well, this seems like completely unnecessary steps. That guy makes weapons and armor. So you would think just by me telling him, hey, I'm going to help the military to reclaim, an old province and defend against, which, is going to give him more business, he'd be like, sure, I can make those boots for you. Yeah, no. I guess there'd be a lot less quests if everything was simple. So, alright. So I go back, give dude the certificate for Imperial Guardism, and he will give me some very nice new cleats. In theory. Okay. If being a blacksmith, he's kind of fat. Like, I always picture blacksmithing, I guess, big burly guys, but I always kind of picture them more or less like rather fit because blacksmithing's not easy. I mean, modern day, it's a lot easier than back in what these are being portrayed, but It's still like, he must eat like a ton of bread. He's like, skip the fish, just give me 20 loaves of bread. Anyways, so we gotta hop up to, back to what's-her-face's house, or what's his face's house. Uh, he, she, it, man, woman, child. I don't recall what it actually is, but now we get up there, and we get 10 loaves of bread, 10 cooked trout, the combination, and the spiked climbing boots. Give them the supplies. You cannot go up there with the trout and the bread noted. I'm sure you guys already realized that, or because, you know, I would have them noted if... Yeah, but then again, I don't always do the smartest things. You can't have them noted. If they're noted, she won't take them, or he won't take them. I don't know what this thing is. A Tenzing. I think it's a dude. Like, if I remember correctly, it was a dude. Anyways, after giving him all this junk, he will give me a piece of paper. So, he gets food for the next 3 or 4 days, and a brand new pair of shoes, and I get a piece of paper. That's fair. Anyways, well, that definitely lightened up the inventory. Alright, to give you a map of the secret area, you need to check the path before telling Denluth about it, so I'm thinking this is the path. I'm hoping. Maybe. The side door of the backyard, climb the stile, take the path north, and then continue following it east. It does say something about a mountain goat here. While walking along the secret path, yeah, don't care. Ignore it, as the trolls will only attack you on the normal path, so you could ignore the danger sign because these guys can't get at you unless you're down there. So, yeah. Just keep walking east until you get a message that it's safe to tell Denluth. So we just got to keep going east until you're like, hey, you know what? This path looks pretty good. And I go back and tell the... Oh, there it is now. Sweet. So then we go back. We're probably just gonna walk a little bit until I get like 60 energy back, and then we'll run some more. But right now, there's no real point in expending all the energy, because as long as I don't let it reach 100% and waste precious running time, we'll be fine. So, return to Duluth with the combination and the secret map, and that'll complete the quest. And I can get a new IOU from Harold if you lost it. All right. Not all that important, because I did not lose it. And this will pretty much sum up this quest. So remember what I told you? If you're watching this, my gift to you is buy Black Demon Masks for 70k, sell them for 90 to 95. I mean, you might be able to get full price, but I don't know about that. I sell them for 95. And black D-hide leggings trimmed. I get those for, well, whatever the price is, knock it down 6k. And then, you know, I make 6,000 per the black dragon hide legs trimmed, and I make 20 to 25,000 off of each black demon head. So that is, and I've been doing that quite a bit. So when we started this series, today's the 1st of February, and we started this series on the 28th, and I think there's 31 days in January, so this is the 4th day, and I came in here with 200 200 odd thousand, 200K, give or take. Maybe we'll say 250 to be averaged out. And right now, once everything sells in GE, well, even if everything, well, if I cashed everything in right now, I think I have about 1.5 mil. So, I mean, I'm not breaking any records, but for doing all the Recipe for Disaster quests, I'm overspending for a lot of quest-related items, and I'm still raking in a pretty good amount. So, and it's not like mind-numbing kind of work, like spinning flax. But, alright. So, here is the Death Plateau quest, which is another part of the Recipe for Disaster prerequisites. Any second now. Any second now. And it gives us the ability to do Steel Claws, more attack experience, and another quest point. So, thanks for watching, guys. Alright, guys. Elemental Workshop complete, and got level 40 smithing, which is also a requirement, also completed. And catch you for the next one. Alright, Elemental Workshop numero dos, and I think I am done for the night. Catch you guys for the next one. Well, Hazel Cult complete. 1 quest point and 1500 thieving experience. Catch you guys for the next one.